Hello and namaskar. Welcome to our new video on quadratic equation. In this video, we will be discussing the basic of quadratic equations and how to solve them from understanding the standard form of quadratic equation to using the quadratic formula factoring. Okay, we will be covering everything you need to master this important topic. Okay, this is really important topic in algebra. Okay, so grab a pen and paper and let's get started. Okay, so the topic quadratic equation. Okay, so what is quadratic equation? A quadratic equation is described as fx equals to ax square plus bx plus c, okay, where a not equal to 0. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. Okay, if we talk about the graphical representation of the quadratic equation, it is considered always as a like a parabola. Okay, it's representing any, if the curve representing, okay, curve representing any quadratic function is always a parabola. Okay, and the quadratic function will be in the form this: fx equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, about the graphical parabola, this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. Okay, so our parabola will be something like this. Okay, so this is nothing but a parabola. Okay, this is a parabola. Okay, so let's move towards next topic, that is important observation about the quadratic equation. Okay, we have some important observations made, okay, on the quadratic equation, and the first observation is the axis of symmetry. First observation, axis of symmetry. Okay, all parabola have an axis of symmetry, that is the if the graph paper containing the graph of parabola is folded along the axis of symmetry of the portion of parabola on either side will be exactly match each other. What it means, if we have a parabola, okay, if we have a parabola, excellent, like this is the parabola. Okay, so you can see that the part of graph in this part is equal to this part. Okay, and this is the axis around which this part is divided. Okay, so this is the axis of symmetry. Okay, and the equation of axis of symmetry, that is equation of this, is nothing but x equals to minus b upon 2a. Okay, x equals to nothing but minus b upon 2a. By this thing we can give the equation of axis of, okay, symmetry of a parabola. Okay, next observation is the vertex of a parabola. Okay, vertex of a parabola, the point at which the axis of symmetry intersect at the parabola is known as vertex. Okay, the point, so again we take the parabola, so the point, okay, this point where the axis of symmetry intersects the parabola is known as vertex, known as vertex. Okay, so as it is a point, it has two coordinates, one x coordinate and another y coordinate. So we can give x coordinate by minus b upon 2a. Okay, x coordinate will be nothing but minus b upon 2a, and where from where this b and a come, we have equation of parabola ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and here a, b and c. Okay, so x will be nothing but minus b upon 2a, and about y, we have to put as it like if f of x. Okay, this is nothing but f of x. So when we put minus b upon 2a in this equation, and the result we get is nothing but our y. Okay, and that will be the vertex. Okay, hope you got it. Now let's talk about the types of the parabola. Okay, so we have basically two types of parabola. Okay, a parabola will be open towards positive, and basically one is upward and one is downward. Okay, so open towards positive y-axis and has minimum value if ax is greater than 0. If we have like a parabola ax square plus bx plus c, okay, equals to 0. If we have a equals a greater than 0. Okay, this first coefficient of x square is greater than 0, then we will get a upward parabola. Okay, upward facing parabola. So this will be our parabola. Okay, if we have a less than 0, okay, that is coefficient of x square is negative, we will get a downward facing parabola. Okay, so our parabola will be something like this. Okay, and for a greater than 0, our parabola will be something like this. Okay, so these are the two types we will get. Okay, next we talk about the slope of a quadratic function. Okay, slope of a quadratic function. For the quadratic function described as fx equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, our quadratic equation is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so the slope, if we want to give the slope at any point x comma fx, okay, we have a point x comma fx, we want to give the slope of this f at this given point. Okay, so slope will be nothing but 2ax plus b. Okay, at any point x comma fx, the slope will be nothing but 2ax plus b. Okay, this is the slope. You have to remember this thing, that for slope we need this 2ax plus b will be our slope, and slope is nothing but the steepness, or say inclination, for how much it is inclined. Okay, next we talk about some like quadratic equation. So if a quadratic equation function, okay, if a quadratic function, remember these are the quadratic functions. Okay, now we are talking about the quadratic equation. What is the equation? Okay, so if a quadratic equation is set to a value, set equal to a value. Okay, if like we have this quadratic function ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, and this will be like put it set equal to any value, let's say d or something. Many time we get ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So this is the value something. Okay, so if any quadratic equation is set equal to a value, then the result is a quadratic equation. Okay, if we set the function equals to a value, then it will be a quadratic equation. Okay, if ax square plus bx plus c is 0, where a is not equal to 0. Okay, if a is equal to 0, if a is become equal to 0, then it will not remain a quadratic equation. Okay, so here a should not be equal to 0. Okay, and integer a b c are integers, then quadratic equation is said to be in standard form. Okay, so this will be a standard form of the quadratic equation, where ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, the solution of a quadratic equation are called roots of the equation. Okay, the solution, what is the solution? The value of x, let's say in this case ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. In this case, what the value of x, which on putting in this function will result this value. Okay, the value of x which on putting in this equation will result 0 is known as the solution. Okay, and those solutions are called roots of the equation. Okay, one method for finding the roots of the equation fx equals to ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a not equal to 0, a, b, c are integer, is to find the zeros of the quadratic function. Okay, if we find the zeros of the quadratic function, then that will be the roots. Okay, as I am saying, the value of x on which is when we put in this function will result 0. Okay, so here an important point to note, that zeros of a quadratic function fx are the x-intercept of the curve represented by function fx, and those are the solution of equation fx. Okay, so this it is saying that if we have any equation function, quadratic equation function, okay, and the solution, the zeros will be nothing but the x-intercept. Okay, the x-intercept. Okay, these are also called the solution of that equation. Okay, so these are the x-intercepts. Zeros are nothing but the x intercepts. Okay, now let's talk about the methods to solve a quadratic equation. Okay, the methods to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, so we have different methods to solve the quadratic equation, in which we have the first method, that is the solving via factoring. Okay, so let's take an example to understand what is this method. So we have a example, x square plus 2x equals to 24. Okay, so first step which we do is nothing but to convert this equation in our standard form. And if you remember, our standard form is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay, we have to convert our this equation into this form. Okay, so it will be nothing but x square plus 2x minus 24 equals to 0. Okay, this is now in this form. Okay, so let's write here x square plus 2x minus 24 equals to 0. Now in the method of solving by factor, we here we are comparing with this equation. We get a equals to 1. Okay, a equals to 1, b equals to 2, and c equals to minus 24. Okay, we have this, right? So we have to do the first step. What we have to do is to find AC. Okay, so AC is nothing but minus 24. We have AC nothing but minus 24. Now what we have to do, we have to split this thing in the factors, such that after adding or subtracting the factor, we will receive this b term. Okay, what I have said, that we have to multiply the AC, we have to find the AC, and now we have to find the factors of it. And after finding the factors, we can add or subtract those factors, and we have to make this. So let's understand by example. So this is 24. So the factors of 24 is nothing but 2 4 1 and 2, 2 4 6 and 2 4 3. Okay, so the factors is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, or we can say 4 into 2 into 3, or we can say 8 into 3, or 6 into 4, right? So these are the factors. Now we have to make 2, okay, by adding or subtracting the factors. Okay, by adding or subtracting the factors, we have to make 2. So here we can see that 6 and 4, yeah, so here we can see that from 6 and 4, like we have minus 24. Okay, so if I do plus 6 minus 4, what I get? I get 2. Okay, we have to look at for this sign. Okay, as this is positive, so first factor we have to keep positive, and second we have to keep accordingly, so that we will get plus 2. So by 6 and minus 4, we getting 2 plus 2. Okay, so we can write, okay, let me erase these things. So we can write this 2x, okay, which this 2x as x square plus 6x minus 4x minus 24. Got it? As I have written the 2 in the terms of the factor of AC. AC is what we got, minus 24. Okay, so after in the factors of AC, we have written this 2. Okay, what factors we have? We have this factor, or we can say we had this factor, or we can say this or this. Okay, so from this factor we can find 2 by adding or subtracting. We can use only two things, that is adding or subtracting. Okay, so we get 2 from plus 6 minus 4. We have to keep this sign same. Okay, so this first one sign will be same. Okay, second one is according to you. Okay, so from here what do we get? From here we can see from these two equation. Okay, we can take x common, so we'll get x into x plus 6, and from this 2 what we can take out common as 4. Okay, and we will get x plus 6. Okay, this is minus and this is minus, so we are taking minus common, so this will be, that will equal to the, you will observe that these two which we take in common, okay, the thing which left after taking common will be same. Okay, it will always same. If you are not getting the same, it means you have done something error. Okay, now as this whole is a term, this is whole is a two term, so from these two we can take x plus 6 common, so x plus 6 will be common out, and the thing which remain will be x minus 4. Okay, x minus 4 here, as both are in multiply and the result is what? 0. Okay, both are in multiply and result will be 0. Like we have, if we say a into b is what? 0. Okay, what it means, either a will be 0 or b will be 0. Okay, if we multiply any number with 0, then the result will be 0. Okay, so here we are getting result, that means that so any one of these, okay, are 0. Any one of these is 0. Okay, so here either x plus 6 will be 0 or x minus 4 will be 0. From here we will get x equals to minus 6 or x equals to plus 4, and these are what we have is the zeros, or we say solution of this particular equation. And I hope you got the method how to solve by using factoring method. Okay, so this is nothing but the factoring method. Okay, if I like, this is the factoring method. Now let's move toward our next method, that is solving the quadratic equation by completing the square method. Okay, completing the square method. Let this method is little bit easy. Okay, this method is looking complex, but when you do more and more question, it will be a work of 1 minute, okay, or less than 1 minute you can able to solve it. Okay, you have the main thing you have to do is this, finding that quadratic that factor part on which by adding or subtracting we will make this middle part. Okay, this is the main thing and nothing else in this. So next, let's move toward this completing the square method. Let's take the same equation here, that is x square plus 2x minus 24 equals to 0. Okay, we have taken this same equation. Now, as the name suggests, what we have to do? We have to solve it by completing the square. We have to make the square. Okay, so let's go. So this is x square. We know the formula. Here we need actually three formula. First formula is a plus b whole square. Second is a minus b whole square, and third is a square minus b square. I think you remember all these three formulas. It is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab. This is nothing but a square plus b square minus 2ab. And this is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. Okay, I think you remembered all these three formulas. So let's try to solve this equation. So what we have to do? We have to make the square first. Okay, so here you can see we have x square. Okay, so I can write this as x square. Okay, and this will be nothing but r2ab. So we can write this 2 into x. A, what we have? A is this x. Okay, and now we have to find a b as a plus b whole square. So we have a as x, 2ab, here we have 2, A. What if I take B as 1? So this will be 2ab. Okay. Now I have taken B as 1. So to complete this square, I have to take 1 square. Okay. So I am adding 1 square. Now as I am adding 1 square, so I have to subtract this same. Okay. As we can't do anything from our mind. Okay. We have to, like, I have taken plus 1 square, so I have taken minus 1 square, so this will be 0. Okay, and the equation remains same. And now what we have left? 24, and this will be equal to 0. So there is no effect of adding and subtracting this. Okay, as this will result in 0. Okay, so now we can see that this is nothing, this part is nothing but a plus b whole square. Yeah, right. This is nothing but a plus b whole square. So we can write x plus 1 whole square, this whole thing. And now this thing will be nothing but minus 1 and minus 24 equals to 0. And this is nothing but x plus 1 whole square minus 25 equals to 0. And this is also nothing but x plus 1 whole square, and this is 5 square equals to 0. Now you can see this is what? A, this is b. Okay, so this is a square, b square, and we have minus sign. So this is the formula, this formula. We can apply this formula here, and what we will get? We will get a plus b and a minus b. Okay, a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b and a minus b, multiply of that. Okay, so what we have? This is x plus 6, and this is x minus 4. That will be equal to 0, as both are in multiply and the result is 0. So either one of these is 0. So x plus 6 will be 0, or either x minus 4 will be 0. Okay, so if x plus 6 is 0, so x will be minus 6, and if this is 0, x will be 4. Okay, so this is our zeros. Okay, and this is nothing but the completing the square method. Okay, completing the square method. What we have done, we first take this as a square, this as considered as 2ab. We have to make this in 2ab. So what I did, x squared. So here we get basically a. Okay, this is nothing but we have to make this as 2ab. So we had 2, we had a, we have to find b. So whatever b, we have to a square, add the square of that, and then subtract the square of that. So there will be no effect in this equation, and later we have this. Okay, now when we solve accordingly, we will get this thing. Okay, one more thing I want to say. Many people do what? Many people from here, they do x plus 1 square equals to 25. Okay, they took this 25 other side, and then what they do, they write this as 5 square. Then they cut the square, and they say that x plus 1 equals to 5. So x equals to 4. No, this is not the right method. Okay, this is the right method. Okay, this is not the right method to solve this equation. This method you have to follow. This method, as you will get two equation from here. Okay, don't do this. Okay, now let's move toward one more method. Okay, we have total 3 method, and this one is the direct method. Okay, this is direct method using the quadratic formula. We have a formula for finding the zeros. Okay, which is the quadratic formula. Okay, the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 can be found directly. Okay, by using the quadratic formula. By using the quadratic formula, we can find the root directly. What is the quadratic formula? This is the quadratic formula. This is nothing but x equals to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, and this b square minus 4ac minus 4ac is equals to capital D, and this capital D is nothing but discriminant. Okay, this capital D is known as discriminant. Okay, and discriminant is minus b square minus 4ac. Okay, and this is our quadratic formula. I'm writing this quadratic formula here so that if you get focus on this, that is x equals to minus b plus minus root d upon 2a, where d equals to minus b square 4ac, b square minus 4ac. Okay, so this will be the quadratic. So we will get two zeros from here. That one will be minus b minus root d upon 2a, and one will be x equals to minus b plus root d upon 2a. Okay, this will be the this two will be the equation. Okay, now one more thing I have to talk about is the number of real roots depending on the value of discriminant. Okay, we can tell about the nature of the roots by just using this discriminant thing. Okay, by using this discriminant thing, we can tell the nature of the roots without solving the whole equation. Okay, so if the d is greater than 0, if we find the d and it will be greater than 0, then this is nothing but we will get two real roots. Okay, if we get d is greater than 0, then we will get two real roots. Okay, if we get d equals to 0, okay, if we get d equals to 0, then we will get one real root, and though both the roots will be equal. Okay, real and equal roots. Okay, and if we get d equals to less than 0, so we will not get any real root, we will get imaginary roots. Okay, we will get imaginary roots. Okay, let's take an example. Wait a second. Okay, so let's we had that equation x square plus 2x minus 24 equals to 0. Okay, so we have to find the d. D is nothing but b square minus 4ac. Okay, d is nothing but b square minus 4ac. Here b is what? 2. If we compare with our quadratic general form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, we will get a as 1, b as 2, and c as minus 24. So b square minus 4ac is nothing but 2 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 24. Okay, this will be what? 4, and this will be plus, and this will be 6. Right. Okay, and this will be nothing but 100. Okay, so d is what? 100. So as we know, d is greater than 0, so we will get what? Two real roots. Right? And what are those roots? So we will take the formula minus v plus minus root d upon 2a. Here we will put the value, so this will be 2 under root of 100 by 2 into 1. Okay, so will be nothing but 2 plus minus 10 upon 2, and this will be nothing but minus 2 plus 10 upon 2, or minus 2 minus 10 upon 2. Okay, this will be nothing but 8 by 2 or minus 12 by 2, and this will be nothing but 4 or minus 6. So we will get the same answer. Okay, so I hope you are clear with all this equation. Okay, this chapter. Okay, so if you like this chapter, like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. I really need your support, guys. Okay, thank you.